When I was in Mumbai recently, a relative fell ill and had to be hospitalized. Nothing dramatic, no crisis, just enough to require a few days under observation. The response from my family was automatic, no coordination needed. Someone said, "Yeah, let's go." Another picked up a coconut water and some fruits along the way. Not because it was required, but because that's just what you do. Someone stays by their bedside, someone else takes over so they can eat, shower, sleep, and just step outside and breathe. The unspoken contract is simple: no one stares at the hospital ceiling alone. This is not framed as care necessarily, it is framed as duty, and oddly, that actually makes it a bit lighter. In Germany, the contrast is really jarring. If someone is sick, you will try your level best to stay away from them. Even after a week or two, you will be categorically asking them to come along only if they have gotten better. You might even skip hugging them this time. Perhaps you really know how individualistic and self dependent your life has become, and where you would simply be unable to logistically and emotionally manage an illness alone. Even formally at hospitals, visiting hours will end. Even husbands are sometimes asked to leave their birthing mothers. There is actually no logistical possibility of staying over. No beds for visitors, no chairs pulled close to the bed, no silent permission to just even exist longer than the policy allows for most cases. Now, this is usually explained as medical necessity, sterility, rest, process, and those arguments, of course, exist and are true. But that's not the point. The point is that the option doesn't exist even if you both want it. In India, the presence may feel intrusive, chaotic, medically, of course, suboptimal at times, but it is available. In Germany, the absence is clean, regulated, and unquestioned. The trade off is not the quality of care, it is whether loneliness is allowed to exist as a default state. So, what discomfort do you prefer? You buy a new car, your whole family will come at the showroom for the pickup. You are going abroad for the first time, you will have 20 people from your family waiting at the airport while you're inside till the time the flight takes off. New job, there's a party. Promotion, there's a party. Festivals, there are parties. New house, there's a party. Wedding, big parties. You know where this is going, right? The same community that shows up at hospitals also shows up everywhere else. Your illnesses are discussed even before you have processed them yourself. Your medical files moves across your non-medico relatives. Your decisions are audited. Help surely arrives, but it is bundled up with opinions, judgment, and a really long memory. In India, the support is rarely neutral. When you lean on to people, you also inherit their expectations. Your timeline becomes public property. Why are you not married? Why did you move? Why did you come back? Where are you going? With whom are you going? Why are you leaving again? Germany feels cold, but that coldness is somehow also insulation. No one tracks your milestones. No one asks you why your life is unfolding out of the order. You can disappear for weeks without explanation and return without penalty. So, the trade off: India will ask you, "Hey, why didn't you tell us?" And Germany asks you, "Well, nothing at all." One can feel smothering, the other can feel like erasure. So, which discomfort do you prefer? So the real question is not where the community is better. It is actually what kind of community discomfort do you prefer? Being held but rarely alone, or being free but often unseen? In one place, you manage people, in the other, you manage silence. I don't think, of course, one is more evolved than the other or better than the other. They are all responses to different histories, different population densities, different fears, and different societal constructs. But if you don't consciously choose this trade off, you will spend years feeling like something is wrong without actually knowing what it is. So, the series is not about answers, it's about noticing the cost of the choices that we normalize. Next time, we talk about trust, the cheap kind versus the expensive kind. If this made you think or made you uncomfortable, tell me in the comments which community discomfort do you prefer. I would read every single one, of course, and subscribe if you want to see the rest of the series. We are just getting started.